everybody. Welcome to the Canine Connection podcast. Today, Lori and we're not really sure what we're going to talk about, but we're going to start with talking about what we did this past weekend, which is I drove up to Lori's place in Connecticut because she was hosting a seminar on Mondioring, which is like, well, what the heck is that? I mean, I don't think we have to get in too much detail, but it's predominantly known as one of the bite sport,
Yep.
you know, sports. There are
Right.
several. But this one is the one you should go and look it up because if you like to do proofing, which I love to do, I would like find these little TikToks of them doing these crazy Mondio ring proofing things. And then I would send it to my two training partners and we'd be like, and they're like, oh, we got to try that this weekend. Um, they do all kinds of crazy distractions. But I also sign my dogs up for bite work. Some people are like, why are you gonna do Mondio ring now? Which I could if I
You definitely could.
well, I mean, I just meant with my breed. Like you don't have to have like a shepherd or a mal.
Well, that's the great thing about Mondioring because they are so welcoming to all breeds. Like that's kind of like what I think is attractive to a lot of people because the other sports like French ring and stuff, like it's predominantly, Mals and Shepherds and Dobermans, the typical breeds you would see, pointy-eared breeds. But Mondio has become like it's really nice because Mondio has become like, like just all American rescue. Like they welcome everybody to try to participate in it. So that's
Yeah, and you
really
can
nice.
do I think IGP has a little bit of this, but anyway, you could do just so they have an obedience portion, a
Yep.
jumping portion, and a um
The bite sport,
protection
but yeah.
portion. And you could just do like the obedience portion,
Yeah,
right? If you
definitely.
wanted. So, or you could just do the jumping and blah, blah. So, I mean, mainly I just did it because I just thought it would be fun. My dogs love to tug. Zaina, like, they're pretty confident dogs. And I thought they would like the bite work. I figured if they didn't, like, who cared? Like,
Yeah, whatever.
it's fun to do something where there's like no pressure. I don't really have to take tons of no, like, I could just go and we could just do it. Right. Um, no, my dogs love bite work.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if your arms were sore from holding back.
Well, so what I really liked is a couple things. One is it was another reminder that training is training, right? Like good training is good training.
Yeah,
So they don't just say, okay, man is gonna stand here in a suit and say, okay, dog, go bite the man, right? Like they broke it down just like we would the way Lori and I train, like any task, we would break it into little pieces, right?
yeah,
And just slowly build confidence on that. So they're like, here's a little sleevey thing. Petra, you tug with your dog with it so your dog's comfortable with it. And then, okay, now you put the dog on a harness and like I hold them back and they tease the dog, get the dog excited. And then they build up piece by piece by piece, right? I mean, Zesty did build up to biting the guy with the sleeve, obviously, on the arm and on the leg. But the other thing that they're really into, I don't know if it's the whole sport or if it's just these trainers, but it's not about aggression
right.
at all. It's just about fun.
Yep,
They want the dog happy. They want the dog having a good time. They
yep.
want the dog comfortable. They were really looking, to make sure the dogs were each step happy and having a good time. They weren't trying to build aggression in the dog.
Yeah. and I don't really know. I'm not that familiar with the sport either. I know these two well enough knowing that that's how they train. So I wouldn't be able to say overall that's how it works, but I do know from just knowing some people in Mondio that it is like they definitely focus highly on making sure the dogs are having fun. It's not about aggression or building them up to that aggression point where the dogs just, that wanting to bite out of just, I want to kill you. It's just for fun. They do it and what was really great, because we talk about this all the time, is reading the dog. Like, even, these guys talked about that a lot. They're constantly assessing when they took dogs out, like they took my puppy out who had never done it. They're assessing, they're evaluating where the dog's state of mind is during the whole process of introducing them to it. And then they would absolutely like react and adjust according to, just like we do, right? Making
Mhm.
sure that the dog's in the right mindset. Um, it was impressive. It was really cool. It was really
Yeah,
awesome.
and I think it was real. I think what the bite work did, I will say, Holy Hannah, like Zesty's tugging differently.
Oh,
Not in a
really?
OMG. Yes.
Dude, you need to get a sleeve. Whip it out.
he he's like, "Die!" And then I'm like, "Well, yes, so yesterday I was like, well, it's in the yard." And then I went to this like the outside of the supermarket today, and he was like game on. So I do think like um if you have someone you could work with that you trust with
Yeah.
bite work, that's really good. I think it could serve two purposes. One, like for Zaina, it was the most fun day of her life.
It was.
She was like, I get to do this thing and bark and bite and like tug. And so I for sure, like, I have friends that are in the area that I trust. Like, I made a mental note to touch base with her and be like, "Hey, can I just come over, like, I don't know, every once in a while, like, as a reward, as a, like, change of pace,
Yeah.
just do, like, a bite work session with the 2 of them, like, just as, like, a release, just something fun to do." For Zesty, I do feel like it really strengthened his tugging. So if you have a dog and you're like, "Well, I'd like them to tug more," like Zesty until recently would always prefer food over toy. I'm like, "Geez, I should have done this, like, 2 years ago, because I do think it would have gotten him to choose toy over food."
Right.
Um, it really brought that out, whether it's, like, confidence, or whatever, the technique. Um, so I thought both those things were interesting and something to think about, right? And like it just gives them a nice mental break. Like it's something they're enjoying and having fun doing. And there's really absolutely no pressure, no rules per se.
Right.
Um,
I agree. It's kind of the same. It's the same as us. Like, we do the same things all the time. And then sometimes, like, we want to like, we need to take a break and go do something just for fun, a recreational thing. Like, I think so too. Like, to step away and just go have something else to let the dogs do that's so enjoyable. I feel like with Zesty, it like unleashed something in him. Like, where now, I don't know, like with what you're saying, like with his tug and stuff. I don't know. Like, there's those little seeds that are already in there genetically. And then
mhm.
I think things can like just, nurture those little things in them and like it's just gonna like unleash it. I don't know. I just think that can happen.
Yeah. Those things were to me like super interesting. And then like honestly, if I was retired, I would seriously like maybe just once in a while go drop in on a training because so
Yeah.
the way they're especially the obedient well, all their trials have like themes and it's all about distraction, right? Like really, if you break it down, like everything is each trial, they never know what they're gonna get. They never know what kind of distractions they're gonna get, and they do crazy distractions, like, I felt
Crazy.
like, "Holy Hannah," like, I need to step up my game.
That's how I
Um,
felt too when she was
I was like,
describing the
"Dude,"
stuff
like,
that happened to
I'm
her.
like, "Wait till Thursday, like, we're
You're
gonna,
gonna be
like
like,
it's
"Holy
gonna be
shit."
a whole new thing." But, I it's just like anything, if it's done right, that, like,
Yeah.
the dogs just think it's fun, and I knew Zaina would like it because Zaina, I think she just finds obedience boring, like, I wish they would just do distractions and obedience, like, in the ring because she loves it, and I mean
Yeah.
they did the food refusal. I was afraid to do it with Zesty. I'm gonna have to work on it separately. They literally like, if you go on my Facebook page and look at the video, they, like pretend they're eating, and
Yep.
then they, like, throw the food they drop it, like, on
Drop
their
it.
paws, right in
Yep.
front of their mouth. They
Yep.
do all kinds of crazy shenanigans, and I was like, "I don't know if Zaina could do this." Of course, you know, if I did it at home, she'd probably eat everything, but, like, she's like, "I have an audience? Yeah, no,
That's right.
I'm gonna show these stupid humans, like,
Yep.
what I can do." And then, like, positions sometimes the handler has to, like, lay on the floor and then sit on a chair and then wear a funny hat and then do this thing and do that crazy thing, in addition to distractions
Yeah.
being
Yep.
around. And so I'm like, "Okay," like, I know she can do it with all kinds of shenanigans, but I'm like, "I've never done it, like, laying on the floor or sitting on" Nope, she did it, little bitch.
She did it. Well, that's her training coming out too, you know? She's, like, totally fully trained. And you've proved her enough, and she loves it. That dog rises to the challenge, man.
Yeah, so and
The harder
but
you're gonna make it, the more she's gonna bring it, that
I
dog.
know, she's so funny. So yeah, they do like tons and tons of proofing thing, but the key there is, and this is like what I think people can benefit from because humans are creatures of habit,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like I've mentioned this before, but like, you know, if you're training with somebody and they're distracting you, pay attention because they'll have a tendency to kind of distract a similar way all the time. And
Yep.
the dog picks up on that pattern.
Yep.
So, with my 2 Thursday training partners, we strive to do different things all the time, whether it's different things, items we bring to training, or just different things we do as a person, right?
Right.
Like we try to do it different all the time. And so in Mondioring, the distraction at a trial is never going to be the same. And they strive to be completely different so that the dog's never seen it before, which means for training, you have to be super creative and show your dog as many different things as humanly possible.
Right. Yeah, and so their trials are always, um themed. So every trial's themed, and then like it's literally like they create like it's like a theater stage. It's crazy. People are dressed up. They've got props. They've got like I mean, one of the scenarios she was describing, just to give everybody an example, was when she went to Spain. it was like a shipwreck theme, she said, and they had to do their sit stay. The dogs had to be on this angulated plank, which was 2 different materials. The dog had to sit there. Then the plank started to vibrate, and then
With the
underneath,
handler out of sight.
with the handler out of sight, the dog has to sit on the plank up in the air on an angle. The plank starts to vibrate. And then she said whale noises. They played whale noises coming from underneath the plank. And then a fog machine turned on.
It's
Crazy. That's when I was like, oh boy, we got to really up our game.
But the
But
thing
they never
is,
know. The thing is
they
like they
never
don't
know.
know what's coming. And, yes, like you're never going to be able to fully replicate all of that. Like you're just not going to think of everything. But the fun of it to me is like getting in, like tapping into that creativity of what can we, like, I sat there and I'm like, we proof, but you're right. Like we kind of get stuck in the same pattern. Like somebody throws a dumbbell, somebody waving their arms, somebody's calling commands, like pretending they're in the other ring. But I'm like, I am lame. This is lame. I was like, we are lamos. We gotta up the game, man, and really, because it is like and you could see like her dog was like, I mean, it was just, I don't know. The dog like was obviously is very highly trained and it has been doing this for a while now, but you could see the joy in it. They do the what was the one that she had to do? The object guard. Like that was one.
Oh, yeah, that was really
So
cool.
fun. Like I'm just like, how do you teach that? Like it's so cool. Where the
I
dog, they put an object out. It could be anything. So again, they don't know what it's going to be. They're handed it. I think they handed it, right? And they have to walk it out to the field. The dog
Yeah,
has
and
to
it's
get
like
on it.
it's some big thing they use. Well, it was your thing, right? This giant
Yeah,
stuffed thing that you
I had this
have.
huge giant like stuffed duck. So they demoed on that. And yeah, so the dog has to guard it pretty much, right? So the dog can't be pulled off the item. So the decoy's job is to try to kind of trick the dog into luring the dog off the item. So like they could potentially steal it from the dog. Like that's kind of the game. That's what I would call it. Like it's a
Right.
total game. It's so fun to watch that. Really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think the thing is with our sport, I think people with a lot of sports, people underestimate the challenges, right? Like people always look at everything like from a human perspective, right? Like,
Right.
oh, it looks the same. But like everything you do, whether it's obedience, rally, hunted, everything, it's different every time from
Yep.
a dog's perspective. It smells different, it sounds different. There are different visual pictures, right?
Right.
And dogs innately are not good people at generalizing. So no, you can't prepare your dog for everything, but if you're changing what you do all the time, then your dog learns the concept that no matter what happens, no matter what I hear, no matter what I see,
Yep.
no matter what I smell, I need to stay on task,
Yep.
right? Then when something unique does happen, and it will happen forever. I've been doing this for decades. I go to trials and routinely something happens that's never happened before,
Yep.
right? And like my dogs, I expect them to just be like, yeah, whatever about it. Because my goal is to expose them to so many different things that when something different happens, they're just like, "Oh, yeah, it's another one of those crazy weird things, these crazy humans do to try to mess me up." And the other part of it is, and we should probably have a whole episode just on proofing, like, you wanna make it a game, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's why Zaina thinks it's so fun, and Zesty now is starting to think it's fun too, because it's a game. Like, if you present it, if you teach it as a game, not as a way to make the dog wrong, not as a trap to catch the dog and then, mess the dog up. It's a way for the dog to win the challenge. Then the dogs rise to the occasion and they love it.
Yeah.
And they think it's super fun, and it makes them really confident and empowers them.
Yeah. It totally does. It absolutely does. And that's the thing. Like, it's just like, no, you're just, I don't know, you're just generalizing, like, no matter where we go and what happens, unless you feel like your life's in danger, obviously, you just keep doing the thing. We do it everywhere, and this could happen, and that could happen, and we just keep going. And then the dogs totally learn that. And the approach we take in doing that is we set, yeah, we definitely should do a proofing episode for sure.
Yeah, because
It's just done so mindfully, and it's just we want like, just like we talked about in the beginning, like, we want the dogs to be happy and confident, and we're reading them and assessing them. And obviously, if it gets way too hard, we just back off of it, and layer it back on as the dog becomes more confident, because that's really what we want to do. And that's what they do. Like, that's what they did this weekend. They talked about a lot of that and how they, like, which was really impressive. Like, they spent time talking to us on how they, where they want the dogs to be comfortable. This is how we start things. And I don't know. It was really good. It was
it's
good.
so funny. Like, I was at this trial and I have Zane, I'm sending my articles, right? And I'm like, I'm getting annoyed because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's like, but I'm not going to look, right? Because I'm looking at her. She looks at me. I don't look away. But something sounds like it's like moving all over the place and whatever. And I look at her and she's not even registering it, right? So I'm like, whatever. I'm not even going to worry about it. So I stopped thinking about it. So I sent the article. She gets the first article, sending the second article. And all of a sudden the judge is like, "Oh my god, I can't take it." She's like, "That's making me crazy." I go, "Yeah, what is it?" So, there was, like, a little dog in, like, a very kennel type crate, and it's, like, flipping out, and the crate's rolling around, and it's, like, mass chaos this whole time. I'm sending the article, and it was so bad that this judge, I know this judge, like, she doesn't usually care about stuff, was getting, like, so
Irritated.
annoyed and, like, frustrated, right,
How
and distracted,
distracting.
basically, and Zaina's just like, nothing's going on in her mind. Like, she's not even doing the which sometimes what she does, if it's something she's interested in, her eyes get really big and she looks at me and she's like, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" And I have to look at her like, Don't do it," right? No, she it was not even on her radar. She was like, "I have no time for those shenanigans over there."
I'm just like, as you're talking, I'm thinking about you sending articles and then the fog machine goes off.
Oh my god, we
Like,
have to
how
buy a fog
fun.
machine. That's what I'm gonna go on Amazon and look up a fog machine. Yeah, but it's like that's the type of stuff you want, and you know what? It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it's all in your mindset. Like, at home, I drop thing I I drop things and they fall down the stairs. Right? Well, Zayden, bless his heart, he would pick up anything under the sun. He would pick up a spoon, he would pick up a dime, like, he would pick up anything, right? Well, when he died, well, now I drop something, go, none of my dogs will pick anything else up, right? So, they look at me like, "There's no dumbbell, screw you," right? So, we're at this thing, and I guess in the Mondio, they have to do a retrieve, but they never know what the object's gonna be, and it could be a toy, it could be something super weird, it could be literally anything under the sun, right? So
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, let's see if Zeta," I'm like, "She's not gonna pick anything up." Well, of course, she made a liar out of me, right? And I'm like, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, if she's picking up all this random stuff, and I'm so delighted. I'm like, "Oh, she did it!" And everyone's like, "Wow!" And then she goes to get this squeaky toy. I'm like, 300% she's gonna squeak. She doesn't squeak. I'm like, "Wow!" And everyone's like so happy, and I'm like, that's the attitude people need to have. Like,
Yeah.
that's how we are when we
Yeah.
proof our dogs, right? Like, all of us, like, if any of our dogs does, like, masters the challenge, immediately all of
Celebrate it.
us go, wow. And the
Yeah.
dog's like, hey, not just my mom, but everybody thinks I'm amazing right now.
Right.
And they absolutely pick up on that, like 300%. And
100%.
Zaina was just like, "Pa ha ha ha," like, "Pick up the spoon, pick this up, pick that." And her little face when she came in to me, she's looking at me like, "I did it.
Yep.
Ha." Right? She's so proud of herself. And I know a big part of it is 'cause everybody at the seminar was like, "Wow." Like, everybody was like, "She did it. Oh, she didn't squeak. Oh." And they love that. The dogs really like that. And,
Yeah.
we're just too people just get too freaking serious when they're training their dogs.
Yeah, they absolutely do. For sure, it's supposed to be fun. Like, if you're not having fun, then why the heck are you doing it? And why are you spending so much fucking money on it? That's what I always
I know,
say.
we say that all the time.
So
Yeah, it's
expensive.
just supposed to be fun, right? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, so they had a blast and we had a blast. I
Yeah.
had it was and it was the same for me. Like, I was so excited for weeks and weeks. I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to go," because it was something that was with the dogs, but there was it was something different
Yep.
and something where it was just for fun, right?
Yep.
There was like no training, no
Pressure. Yep.
pressure, no nothing at all.
Yep.
Like, just, if they did it, they did it. If they didn't do it, they didn't do it. Like, whatever. If they did the food thing and she would have eaten the food, she would have eaten the food. Like,
Yep.
whatever.
Live and
Like,
laugh.
or if she
Yeah.
didn't pick up the object, she wouldn't have picked up the object.
Right.
Whatever. You
Yeah.
know? Um so I think that's important for handlers as well as the dogs, right? To have that break. Like, just do something like
Yeah. Fun. Try
dock
something out.
diving or whatever. Just something different and just learn about that sport. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like super tempted, but Jesus, there's like only so many hours in a day because of course they sucked me in. Why?
Of
Because 'Cause they're
course.
like, "Oh, Zaina could get her obedience Mondio 1, like, right now. She could do all the exercises." I'm like and then one of them's like, "Oh, there's one in Warwick, New York at the end of the May." And I'm like, "Oh my
I didn't
god."
even know they were telling you that.
Oh, yes. They're like, "She could do it right now." I'm like because apparently, like, the food thing they did was really hard, the position they did was hard, her healing, she's not gonna look around. Then the go out is different,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
so I just demoed it, and then she goes, they don't sit them, they just call them back." So I tried it, she did it.
Yeah.
Um, she's like, "She could do it right now." I'm like, "No." They're like, "Yeah, she could." And then one of the others was, "There's one in Warwick, New York at the end of the month."
There you
And
go,
then I'm
sign her
like,
up. Why
"Really?"
not? Why not? You should totally do it. Have
Yeah, I
fun
have
with
to see.
that.
Well, because you know what? Because I have to register her, which is not a big deal, but then I guess she needs like a CGC or something like that, which I don't have.
Okay, well, that would take
Um,
2.2 seconds.
I know, I just have to find a place to do whatever. So we'll see. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe
do
I'll
it when
do
you
it.
come here in May.
Maybe I'll do it. Oh, because you do because you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, it was just really funny. And it was fun. And so,
fun.
like, a lot of just good little, um,
Takeaways, yep.
takeaways and, again, with Mondio, with doing it with different dogs, Snacks. What breed is Snacks again? I love
He's
that dog. He's so
he's
cute.
just she says he's a little mix, but he's like a little working line cocker.
That's what he looks like a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
And he's doing that. Is that her primary sport right now?
No, she dabbles in AKC, Mondio, and agility. So she just
All
kind of
right.
pings around.
But she's doing stuff with that little
Yep,
dog,
yep, she
and,
is.
and so that's super, so super fun, and so, yeah, like, and they're definitely like, you know what else I liked about, them? Like, um, what are their names, and can you, like, spell it? Because we keep saying them,
Yeah, it's Annalise Johnson. It's Anneliese Johnson.
and her husband, Kellen, is the
Kellen.
decoy.
Yep,
Yeah.
Kellen. Yep, Kellen.
Like, they were totally into the other breeds.
Totally. They were
Like,
fantastic.
they're totally fine with snacks. You can see they really enjoy working with him.
Yep.
I mean, who couldn't with a dog named Snacks, but
I and he's a little pistol.
oh my god, I love him. You know, so they're totally fine with working with other breeds. I felt like they were getting a complete kick out of watching cuz Mary's lab Watson, he got into the bite work. She's like, "I want to build his confidence." Build his confidence. He was like, "Game on." Like
Yeah.
with the
He was like, "Finally,
finally I
finally,
get to do what
bitch,
I
let me
want,
do
something I
it."
like. And you could tell they got a kick out of it.
Oh, totally.
Like, they weren't like, "Oh god,"
Right.
lab, like, we were used to, mouths and shepherds and whatever, and no, they were like I think they
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
mean, that
very
and that's the thing, like,
entertaining.
there's they not only like, they welcome all breeds, all temperaments, all everything, but yeah, and you'll see, like, there are, like I know Kate has sold a couple of her dogs to people who are doing Mondio. Like, they got dogs from her just for that because they love their labs and that those field dogs, some of those breedings, they bring it. The genetics are there to build it for sure. Like, look at your dogs, you know?
Yeah, I'm just too afraid to do real bite work because of just, from doing rehab for so many years. I
Yeah, the
rehabbed
dog's
so
body.
many dogs,
Yeah.
um, that competed, and holy hand, and even dogs that where I had clients that religiously conditioned their dogs and brought them in for maintenance, and the dogs would still get hurt. You
Yeah.
know, because when they're doing full on bite work, like
Right.
running and then
Yeah.
hitting the sleeve,
Decoy, yeah.
it's so hard on their body. And your dog's entire being is placed in the hands of the decoy. That's what the person's called that wears the suit, right? Because there's such an art to it. And we did
Yeah.
talk about that too, because when he demoed it with her dog, like you see how athletic they have to be unbelievably athletic. They
Yeah.
have to be quick, and it's all in how they present their body
Yep.
to make the bite safe and how they it's called catch the dog. So as soon as the dog hits the sleeve, you don't want to be a brick wall, right? You need to like move in a certain
Get it, yeah.
way to absorb and lessen the impact on the dog's body. And it's like it's an art form really. Like, and if they do it incorrectly, your dog could literally have pretty catastrophic injuries.
Yep, for sure.
And so you're really relying on, especially at a trial, like if you train, you could say, okay, I'm only going to train with certain people because I trust them. But at a trial,
Yeah.
you have to kind of put your dog in that person's hands. And for me, just for me personally, that's too scary. It's like I think if I had not done rehab, I probably would be doing it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm too scared.
Yeah. Well, and that's what makes it nice with Mondio because you can do the obedience track and not have to do
Right.
the bite work track, and then you just need to find somebody with a sleeve, and you can just let them bite them a little bit
And just let them bite the sleeve a little bit.
because they liked it. They liked the bitey stuff.
They really liked it, yeah. And again, it's not aggression,
Right.
you know, it's just fun, and she was watching and saying, like, "See," she actually, they were super happy. I think it was his last leg bite. He actually didn't growl, and he was really calm. He was biting, but he was very, like, calm about it, and she's like, "See, that's what we like." So
Yeah.
they're really looking for, you know, they're not looking to get the dog, um, aggressive.
Yep. To
They're, you
aggression.
know, and it's like you said, they're watching their emotional state and,
Yep.
yeah, so it's kinda cool to see that in a different, you know, looking at things that you and I look at in detail all the time and see people doing that in a completely different sport and in
Sport.
a sport that from the outside could be very misunderstood, right? And
Absolutely.
interpreted as just something that involves aggression and biting.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. It
Yeah,
was
so
fun. It was fun.
super fun weekend.
Yep.
I told Lori that after the NOC, we should have them again just so our dogs could have another, like,
Go.
fun day.
We definitely should. It's so fun. Well, what would be nice is to do it try to coordinate something, like, on a field where they can really bring some of the stuff. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
some of those
here's some of the stuff, like, you
distractions.
have to, like, heel the dogs over, like, enormous logs and stuff, like, there's, like, really cool stuff, like, we didn't even touch on any of that, like, they brought a couple things, props, but some of the stuff, like the healing stuff, the component of healing where they have to heal, how they have to heal, what they have to heal through is so cool. So we could do that, I'll touch base with her, cause see if we could set something up in a
Yeah,
field.
because that would be fun just to be like, throw those challenges at
Yeah,
us
and
and,
then we
like,
can do their sendaways are so cool, like, yeah, we should totally do
yeah,
that.
because 'cause they're far and, like, yeah, that would be just a fun thing for our dogs to do, and it's fun for us, like you said, and when we're having fun, the dogs are feel that, and they have fun,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%.
Um, yeah, so that would be a fun thing to do. So, hey, if you have a chance to go do something like that,
Do
go
it.
and do it, you know, have an open mind, just have fun, do something different. And up your proofing game, people, in all your sports. It's fun, like, it's just fun, you know?
So fun.
Um, yeah, and then we'll have to have a proofing episode because God, I love proofing. I'm, like, obsessed with it.
For
And
sure.
now I'm having, people do it with their puppies, like, from day 1,
Yeah,
and, the puppies are doing amazing, so,
yeah.
yeah. Alright. Thanks
Good.
for indulging our talking about our fun.
Recreational sidekick things.
Alright,
Thanks.
thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye.